This comes from the socials, and this is what people say, or this is what Nita said. She said, hello, was a single mom, then decided to get married. Now, 2 years down the line, my kids have never familiarized with their current father. My girl fears this man as a plague. The guy is always serious. Yani ni wale wanajifanya wakali ndio watoto ndio watoto wa like I don't know. Those people who like are usually very very wakali in front of the children. Anyway, once in a while my daughter reports him to me that hukuwa anamchuna na sometimes anamsukuma. But when I ask the guy, anasema mtoto anamwekelea. Kuna siku alitusi mtoto wangu nyani simply because alikuwa anatoa nguo kwa suitcase na anazirudisha kwa dirisha. Akishindwa kurudisha. Another one ilikuwa asubuhi, sijui mtoto alikuwa aneka nguo kwa laundry basket mistakenly ikaanguka. Ingine huyu mtu imagine huyu mtu finish. This is too much.
Ikaanguka. Imagine huyu mtu alimwagilia maji kwa uso. Yani, these allegations seem to be petty, but as a mother I feel it. I want to end the marriage because I feel like my daughter is not safe or okay. Am I doing the right thing or am I petty?
I personally 100%. Your child tells you something, your first instinct is believe the child, especially if this is not like the biological father to these children. Maybe this guy just does not want children, and now you've brought children into his life, and so he's kind of harboring this resentment of you giving me children and I didn't want children and having to take up this responsibility. I personally 100% believe that yes, it could be petty squabbles, but one day it's the man calling your child a monkey. The next day it's him pouring water on your child's face because they dropped clothes. The other day, what's gonna happen? Especially once they realize that you defend your children, they're not gonna do it in front of you. They're probably gonna do something way worse when you're not home, when they're the ones with the children. Then what? You're going to start feeling like, oh, I should have, I could have, I would have. I think it's best if you've not had this conversation with this person first, like just sit them down and like, what's the issue? Like, why are you beefing with children? Understand where the issue is coming from. Try and completely see whether it makes any semblance of sense that this person is acting this way because of something particular or targeted. But ultimately, I would definitely try and make sure that my kids are safe. Like, I would not leave my children with this person. I would not leave them alone with this person. I would try and separate them as much as possible. And ultimately, it's starting to look like, yeah, it's just best sometimes to let this person go. But like, try and understand where the tiff is coming from. Because there's clearly an issue. And children can be, children are children. Like, sometimes if we're being entirely honest, not all children are amazing. Yeah, not all children are amazing. So try and find out the root issue, the root cause of all this beef. It could be something your child saw, and now the person is trying to shut them down so that they don't come and tell you. Like, it could be a literal nothing burger, but it could also be like a big issue. So try and find out what the root issue is, and ultimately try and separate these people as best as you can. And if it gets to a point where it's like, your instinct, your gut is telling you, nah, leave, I think I would leave.
As a mother, I am so triggered because you not believing your child and you second guessing what your child is telling you is horrible. You're being a terrible person right now. And let me tell you, it is so unfair for a child not to feel safe at home
or heard.
Your home should be their safe space. They should be able to come and tell you what is happening. They should feel relaxed. But if they're always anxious, this man walks into the house and there's no peace for them, even if you can't see it, but they're just in turmoil every time, and it starts bleeding into other things. It bleeds into their behavior, it bleeds into their social, it bleeds into their schoolwork, and this child is just tormented. And the one person who should advocate for them is second guessing, like, are you exaggerating? Like, Why would a child lie to you for no reason? And this is consistent behavior. When a child lies to you, they lie to you today and tomorrow they've forgotten the story. They don't even know what you're talking about. But this is consistently telling you of things that are happening, and even things that you have seen where this man poured water on your child because they dropped clothes. They dropped clothes and he poured water on her. Why are you still with this person? We have seen so many stories of adults, you know, in therapy, blaming their mothers and asking their mothers, why did you choose this man over and over again when you knew he was abusing me, when you knew he was terrible to me? Do you want your child to just grow up and be resentful because you did not want to be alone? You'd rather be alone and your child is safe. After all, it's your child. It's your responsibility. You're the parent. You're the bigger person here. So please take care of your child. Don't just assume and say, if I ignore it long enough, it's going to go away on its own, or start second guessing your child. That is so unfair.